2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Falcons and the Steelers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Stay. Put. Wait.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. If I give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Harris.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete runner.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
And credit that sack to D'Angelo Malone. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Off the play fake, Langford. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
George Pickens.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sherman.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Yellow, line, quick, yellow.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Able to slither by. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Falcons. Miles Sanders, 68 yards. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
D'Angelo Malone, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Langford.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. Well, he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. The bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
2nd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holmes.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Here we go, set. Check, pick, opposite, read.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
This has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. His size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down, Langford. His throw incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Langford. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sideline. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Through one quarter, 14-7. Our second quarter now, Falcon football. As they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Now back to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, this from 37. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Langford finding Harris over the middle.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Ready? 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Back to throw. Langford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 in the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Off play action. Langford. Flush to his right. And too much juice. So the animal is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, Langford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Ready up.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Chark. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They'll look to throw again.
Pickens is there on the crossing route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back to throw again. Harris has it over the middle.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there.
And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing after the interception, Langford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To throw on third down, Langford. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. They took advantage of the young man right there.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 33-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost them about 5. field at the 20.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Langford.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down at 4.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on first down. Langford.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun. Langford. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
I don't know what the heck he was looking at.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
They'll try the right side with Harris.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
That time a 9-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sherman.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. To throw, Warner. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Langford. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Evans running straight ahead.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now down to 20. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Falcons offense set to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, Parker, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he gets some breathing room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Operating from the gun, Langford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Langford. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go, set.
Here we go on fourth down. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Reload! Alert!
So time runs out. It's a victory.